a lot of the basic boxing combinations that I teach in our style of martial arts, in terms of the boxing and the kickboxing forms, tend to be very easily adapted to open hand strikes. And so you can modify the movements and turn them into open hand strikes or palm heel strikes that you find in traditional Okinawan karate and kung fu forms that are traditional. So I'm not talking about wushu, or I'm not talking about the Savat style karate. I'm talking about the old school self-defense forms of karate and kung fu. So, for example, and if you're one of my students then you know what I'm talking about. The first combination that we learn is a 1-2, a jab and a cross. That can be easily adapted to a double palm heel strike. And that's probably better for you, because if you're fighting someone for the first time and your knuckles are not conditioned, you can really injure yourself and go into a state of shock once you've hit someone and realize that your own fist is hurting a lot. So the jab cross, or the double jab cross, or the jab cross hook, the jab cross uppercut cross, can all be turned into open hand techniques if you know what you're doing. I mean, the first two, so jab cross, can easily be turned into open hand strikes. Jab, jab, cross, strike, strike, strike. Or the jab, punch, hook can be a open hand strike in many different ways at many different angles. Remember, you must strike with the palm of your hand and keep those fingers out of the way. The techniques must be executed with precision, with strength, with speed. Many things are important in martial arts, and I'm just talking the bare basics when it comes to striking. See, if you're striking someone who is wearing a helmet with a bare knuckle, your knuckles may better be pretty damn well conditioned. You need to be punching a makiwara, be able to break boards, and really have good knuckle conditioning. Bag work will do it to a certain extent, but you need to be able to do knuckle push-ups and strike a makiwara. Makiwara, for those who are complete novices and beginners, is a striking tool from ancient Okinawa and Japan that is used to strengthen the bone structure of your fist. And you can use it like a Thai boxer, depends on the size of the makiwara. You can use it like a Thai boxer to strengthen other parts of your body, your shins, your elbows, and so on and so forth. I had some senseis who would use it to strengthen their head. Wouldn't recommend that. You want to keep your brain as strong as possible for as long as possible, and don't engage in unnecessary brain shock. So practice open hand techniques, because the truth is, yes, a fist, a punch to the face is devastating. But you need conditioned knuckles. Your knuckles need to be strong. If you're punching things with gloves, then you better wear gloves everywhere you go, because they are not just to protect that person, they're to protect your fists. So your fists are not as strong. If you're punching things with gloves, you need to gently, slowly work your fists by doing some knuckle push-ups and so on and so forth. Use a makiwara, striking boards. Always seek the guidance of an instructor. And, young people, wait till you're over 18, a little bit over 18, because you don't want to start striking things every day and damage your fist. All these things need to be done safely. And, knuckle conditioning can be done through knuckle push-ups slowly, every so often. And I only get people to strike or break boards when they're ready and of a certain thickness. So, consider open hand techniques. A couple of good open hand strikes can end a fight quite quickly. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up.